What is up, guys? This is JackAttack, and today we are doing one of the channel's first Airsoft reviews. Now, some of you may have noticed in some of my trailers we've used Airsoft props, but it's a small little hobby of mine, and I'm doing a review of a gun that I got for Christmas. I haven't seen very many reviews of this gun on YouTube, so I thought, I'd put it out there for any potential buyer. But yeah, let's get right down to the review. This here is the Lancer Tactical LT19Y. There's also an LT19B, which I think is the LT19 Bravo, but this is the LT19Y in gray. I chose gray just because I feel like it gives a little bit of a contrast to the black and tan that you usually see on the field. But right down to business, this gun comes with flip-up iron sights. They come up really quickly. I don't really know if I expected them to be stiff or not, but they pop up really nice. It's a really clean aperture. I don't know if you can see it, but see, I have set it up so. Oh, by the way, the red dot here and this bipod does not come with the gun. These are sold separately. I bought these and put them on myself. Rear sight here features it is adjustable. That little knob right there on that side you can use to adjust this sideways. You can also change the aperture, but I haven't really tried that because it feels like it might break. There's no knob to do that. You have to do it manually. Yeah, no, I don't want to break that. So on this side of the gun, we have the safe, semi, auto switch, and clicks into place very, very nicely. Compared to some of the other cheaper AEGs. This is a budget gun, by the way. I got this for around $130 on Amazon. But really, really nice selector switch. This gun comes with a full metal version 2 gearbox, I think, so it's pretty upgradable. The hop-up, rotary style, you pull on the charging handle, and it shows the hop-up right here. You can turn this dial and you turn it down for more hop up and up for less hop up. So depending on what kind of BBs you're using, that could be a possible thing you could change. And then that releases the dust cover, so you can just put that back when you're done. It comes with a, I believe, 6-point retractable stock, which goes out to the farthest point right about here. My arms are pretty long, so this is usually where I want it. But you can also, if you have shorter arms, you can put it down to the lowest setting, which is like right here, which for battery storage, I highly suggest this because you don't want to shred the wires inside. Speaking of battery, it comes with a 9.6 Lancer Tactical's own batteries. These are pretty good. They keep charge decently well. I wouldn't throw them out. The gun seems to run on them pretty well. I don't know if you could use an 11.1, but the 9.6 seems to work really, really well. I'm glad that they sent a good battery instead of something like an 8.4 or even a 7.4. But in order to get to the batteries, you pinch on these. There's these little tabs here on either side of the stock. Pinch on these. That'll release this plate, this little rubberized plate. And you take off this little piece right here. These used to be 2 parts in some of the older models, but now it used to be 1 part in the older models, but now it's 2 parts, which reveals small type Tamiya charger, which goes, connect the battery right here, and you can just slide both the batteries, if I can do it right, right down there. And then you just attach that, and you're ready to go. As I said, batteries keep charged pretty well. Now, it does come with a smart charger, which is supposed to, once the battery is finished charging, it turns green and it stops charging. It stops sending any charge to it. When you first plug it in, no batteries attached, it's automatically green. And the problem that I've been having is I plug in the battery, and if it's completely drained, it'll charge for around 30 minutes and then just stop. So then you're going to have to remove the charger from the wall, remove the battery, put it back into the wall, and then put the battery back into the charger, and then it'll start charging again. So the smart feature doesn't really work, but you know, I'm glad that they still sent a charger instead of no charger, so that's a big plus. It comes with a 300 round metal high cap mag. I've been running .2s and .28s, which is both sides, both ends of the spectrum of BBs, which you're supposed to use. Really accurate with .2s. I'm actually kind of surprised, considering how, like, this is supposed to push out .2s and above, so I expected .2s to be like all over the place, and of course higher velocity because they're lighter, but expect them to be all over the place. But no, you could probably hit like 150 foot shots with them at a pretty decent velocity. But I would highly suggest .28s with this. I put a couple of .28s through, and it's almost laser accurate, especially if you get the sights adjusted properly. But yeah, that is my current review, current feelings on this. The only actually that's something else I should address. The magazine. Now the magazine, it has some feeding issues, and now I'm a little bit new to Airsoft, but when you open this little thing on top, you pour the Airsoft BBs in. I think it can hold 300. Close that, then you wind this thing up on the bottom, and this brings up a line of BBs along here to this little port right there. The problem that I've been having is I wind it up. You're supposed to wind it up until it clicks and you can fire out all 300 rounds. Now the problem I've been having is when it gets down to the last anywhere from 20 to 5 BBs, which will get stuck in here and won't feed out. Unless, and I've tried this, and this is the only way you can get these out, but you can't get all of them out of the line that feeds down from the bottom of the hopper all the way up to there. Is you sort of just randomly tap this little thing, and it'll sort of pop the BBs up, but something isn't feeding right in there, and that's the only complaint that I have. The rest of this is fine. The hop up's amazing. It's easy to adjust. It keeps hop really well. Overall, my opinion of this gun, I really like it. This is my first AEG, so it's a first review here, but from what I can tell, it's pretty reliable. It comes with a good set of instructions from Lancer Tactical, having all the Gen 2 models on the front. It does show an exploded view in the instruction, which is really helpful, but if you notice, it says LT03. This is the LT19, so not all of these parts are going to be exactly the same, though I think that most of the internals here are identical. But just a heads up, not all of the parts in the exploded view are the same, so if you're trying to swap out like something for the key mod, this model doesn't have any key mod on it, so you're kind of lost there. But it's a really nice manual. They got all the different like how to attach the batteries, how to load the magazines, all the simple stuff. They have a troubleshooting and warranty thing on the back, so that's good. It's a really nice set of instructions, a really nice gun, but highly suggest this. Retailing on Amazon for around, I got it for like 130, but I think it's like 142 now. But it's a very nice gun. So I'd highly suggest it. Thank you for watching, and Happy New Year. See you next year, or see you next decade, if you're into dad jokes. Yeah.